Hello everybody, my name is DownWindWings and welcome to a how-to video on Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies Origins. Now, a little bit ago I played a game with some random person online and they were telling me about how you can hold multiple staffs at once. He was telling me that, like it was just two of us at that point, so it was me and him, and he was like, you could have two staffs and I could have two staffs. And I was like, okay, cool, that sounds like fun. So he showed me step by step while we were playing the game how we can do this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run through with you guys how to do that right now, so you can do it with your friends or do it by yourself on solo, like I did in this example video right here. So the first thing that you want to do, the very first thing, is build and upgrade the 3 staffs that you want to use. That's step 1. So as you can see in the video right now, I'm upgrading this. The staffs have already been upgraded, have already been built and upgraded. Once you've done that, you want to move on to the second step. Step 2 is where you buy the Mule Kick perk. You want to have the Mule Kick perk in order to hold 3 staffs at once. So make sure that you don't buy 4 perks already and fill up all 4 perk slots, unless you did like what I did in this video and you went into Zombie Blood after getting the golden shovel and you dug up a free perk slot thing like that. You want to make sure that you can get Mule Kick either way, okay? So that's step 2, get Mule Kick. Step 3, you want to empty all your gun slots. Now, you may be wondering, like, what do you mean? Like, how do you empty your gun slots? Well, basically what you want to do is you want to grab a gun off of the wall or a gun out of the mystery box or anything like that. The only reason why I'm saying grab a gun off of the wall or grab it out of the mystery box, this is in case you're so far into the game you already have a pack-a-punch gun. And the reason why I'm telling you to do this, I'll explain it to you right now. If you already have a pack-a-punch gun, trade it in for a non-pack-a-punch gun. You basically want to have guns you can get rid of through the pack-a-punch machine. And how? I'm about to tell you. Take your non-pack-a-punch guns up to the center of the excavation site. All the generators have to be on. Remember this, all the generators have to be on. Pack-a-punch your gun, and then walk away. Leave your gun in the pack-a-punch machine, let the pack-a-punch machine take it, okay? Put all of your guns, empty all your gun slots into the pack-a-punch machine, okay? Once your guns are gone out of your hand, you should have nothing in your hands, alright? You could have 1 staff in your hand already, but like what I did in this video right here, I already had 1 staff on me, but that doesn't matter. All you need is all your gun slots open and ready for more staffs to be inserted into those slots, okay? So once you're done with that, head on down to the crazy place for step 4. Step 4, you want to grab your first upgraded staff. That's step 4. Very simple. Just grab the staff off of the pedestal and you're good. Step 5, flip your staff around to the revive end of the staff. And in case you don't know how to do that, once you've upgraded your elemental staff, on all 4 staffs you can do this. Press left on the D-pad, and the D-pad is like the little arrow thing in case you're really new to the game. Press left on the D-pad. That will make your character flip the staff around to the revive staff. Once you've done that, walk up to any other pedestal with the upgraded staff on it that you want. Once you do that, walk up to this pedestal, holding the revive end of the staff you've just previously picked up, hold X on the pedestal. It'll say swap for staff, but what actually ends up happening is you grab that staff too, and that goes into one of the empty gun slots that we were talking about before. Now that you have 2 staffs, you want to flip your staff around again to the revive stick and go to the 3rd pedestal of the staff that you want as your 3rd staff. Alright, do the same thing again, revive stick, walk up to the pedestal, hold X, swap, but you actually get the 3rd staff. And if you walk around, you can press Y and swap between the 3 staffs and notice that all of your 3 slots now have upgraded staffs in all 3 of them. So yeah, that's a really simple, easy 5-step how-to. I mean, I think it might actually be more than 5 steps because I think I would consider getting all the generators on an additional step. But basically, it's really simple. If you've played the map for as long as I have, it's kind of common knowledge that in order to get anywhere in the game, you have to have all the generators on. Make sure you keep them on so you can upgrade and do whatever you need to do. And plus, keeping the generators on in certain areas keeps the perk machines on, so you can get your stuff. So basically, if you don't have the perk machines on, you need to get on that. You need to get the generators on. Okay, that's what you need to do. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. This video is actually not over. I'm gonna actually show you a cool trick that me and the guy that showed me how to do this in the game that he didn't even know that you could do, where when you have all the staffs on you, you don't even need 3 staffs. It still works with 3 staffs if you have 3 staffs on you, but you only need 2 staffs in order to do this. So what I'm about to tell you is how to combine the elements together into one shot. And the way this works, it's actually pretty crazy, because what you actually can do is, let's say that you have the wind staff and the lightning staff, okay? Charge your upgraded wind staff to the peak, okay? Then shoot it at the ground at the zombies. All the zombies in the surrounding vicinity will then be sucked into the tornado, right? Just like normal. That's what happens. But since you have more than one staff on you, after you've shot the tornado to the ground with the wind staff, swap to another staff. See what happens. Don't shoot the other staff. I mean, you could if you want, but it doesn't really matter. While the tornado is still active, let's say I swap to the lightning staff while the tornado is still going, it'll actually suck in all the zombies and then electrify them. So it's like a lightning tornado. It's so cool. I couldn't believe that we figured that out. So basically all that you need to do is charge one of the staffs, shoot it, then swap to another staff to add that element into the shot. So let's say, like I just said, when you shoot the tornado to the ground, it sucks them in and electrifies them. Now, my favorite thing that I figured out is if you swap those two, charge the lightning, shoot that at the ground, it causes the lightning ball and shocks all the zombies around you. Then, after you've done that, swap to the wind staff. What actually happens is so funny, and I'm probably showing it in the video right now. When it kills them, the wind effect will take over, and it will corpse launch their bodies across the map for some reason. Like, whichever direction you were facing when you shot the lightning staff towards the ground is the direction that the wind element added into it will launch their bodies after they've died. It's really cool. It's really interesting. Now, the same thing happens with snow or the ice staff. If you think about it, there are 2 staffs that cause tornadoes and 2 staffs that cause ground elements. So like lightning and fire, they're both things on the ground that if zombies walk too close, then they get electrified or burnt. The ice staff and the wind staff both cause tornado type things. Like one's a snow blizzard, the other one's a regular tornado. So you can experiment with these and combine different elements and stuff like that. Like you can add ice to wind and make like an ice tornado, or you could add lightning to lava, and like when they walk in the lava they get burnt and electrified, like all of that crazy stuff. Like, just experiment with it, tell me what you guys think, and let me know, like, if you've never heard of this before, leave a nice comment down below telling how amazing this really is. So I think it's so cool. I never got around to showing an example of what it's like combining lava with anything, because in this gameplay I never really got around to getting the lava staff. And there's actually a way I forgot to mention on how you can go and grab another staff. Like, say, like all 3 of your staff slots are filled up, right? Well, let's say that you want to get rid of one and go use the 4th one that you weren't using before. Let's say, like, you're on solo. So say that your slots are filled up with lightning, wind, and ice, okay? Like in this video right here I'm playing right now. I wanted to go grab lava. What you could do is you could go down to the crazy place and just place whichever staff you want back in its pedestal. That gets rid of the staff. You just put it back in the pedestal, go over to the other staff, swap to the revive stick, and then grab the other staff. And it's so simple. But another thing that I'm going to mention to you guys that I probably should have mentioned in the beginning, there is a risk you are playing when you hold 3 staffs at once. And what actually happens is there's a glitch that happens sometimes in the game where when you have 3 staffs at once with Mule Kick, you know, if you go down, what ends up happening is you lose the 3rd gun that you last bought, right? So the same thing applies with the staffs. If you go down with 3 staffs, what actually ends up happening sometimes is you lose the 3rd staff permanently for the rest of that game. So please keep that in mind when you are doing this, and hopefully you're watching this whole video through from start to finish and not just going through this step by step, because I don't want to ruin your game for you if you go down. You could easily put the staffs back on the pedestal and only carry 2 if you don't want to risk it at this point, but that's just something to keep in mind. You could lose one of the staffs if you go down while holding 3 of them, okay? So just keep that in mind. Alright, so I hope you all enjoyed this interesting video. I don't really do how-tos that often. I'm more of just a Let's Player, vlogger, live commentator, like just random. I do everything basically. I'm like a petri dish of just random crap mashed into one channel. And I actually like that. I get to experiment with a bunch of different things and see how you guys react to what I do, and experiment for my future and see what I'm best in, like what field of video editing and commentary and acting and voice acting that I'm actually good in. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and peace out for now. Stay tuned.
I hope you die in a fire.